Welcome to my channel. This is the second part of basic concept in geometry. In this part, you are going to learn about concurrent lines. Then point of concurrence. Collinear points. Non-collinear points. Planes. Parallel lines. And also about intersecting lines. First of all, we are going to see about concurrent lines. Before we start, if you are new to my channel, please subscribe and like this video. Thank you. So let's see about concurrent lines. What are the concurrent lines? Concurrent lines means when two or more lines pass through the same point, they are called concurrent lines. What is the concurrent lines? When two or more lines pass through the same point, that is called concurrent lines. Here I take one point. You can see here I take one point, give a name to that point. It's P. This is the point P. Now look here. I can draw one line from this point, just like this. Another line from this point, just like this. And this is the third line. I can also draw this one. You can see all these lines, line L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S. These all lines means line PL, line QM, line NR and line OS are gone through one same point. The point is P. So these lines are concurrent lines. These lines are called concurrent lines. And the common point through which two or more lines pass is called point of concurrence. Here P is the point of concurrence. So what's the definition of concurrent lines? When two or more lines pass through the same point, they are called concurrent lines. And point of concurrence is the common point through which two or more lines pass is called point of concurrence. So line OS, line NR, line MQ and line PL are the concurrent lines. Now the next is also given. Next point is collinear points. Collinear points. What are the collinear points? When three or more points which lie on a single straight line. Three or more points which lie on a single straight line are said to be collinear points. Look here. This is the line of paper. I take here more than 2 points. I give them names. A, point B, point C and point D. You can see here point A, point B, point C and point D are in a single straight line. Are lies in a single straight line. Point P, point L, point S, point T. Now observe this figure. You see here A, B, C, D are lines on a single straight line. Also P, C, L are lines in a single straight line, but point S, point T are does not lies on a single straight line, and also point B. If we consider these 3 points, they does not lie on a single straight line, but when we consider A, B, C, D, these points, and P, C, L, these are the points that lies on a single straight line. Look here. You can see I can draw a line here. This point P, C and L are drawn on a single straight line. So what is the definition of collinear points? Collinear points means points which are 3 or more points which lies on a single straight line. They are called collinear points. So which are the collinear points here? Point A, point B, point C, point D, point P and point L are the collinear points from this figure. The next point is non-collinear points. What are the non-collinear points then? Non-collinear points are points which do not lie on the same line. So we can say that point S and point T are the non-collinear points because they does not lie on a single line. The next is planes. In your book, you can see here some pictures. The picture is about table, then blackboard and LPG. Look at the pictures. What kind of surfaces we can see? The surface in the first 2 pictures are flat, means table and the blackboard. The surface surfaces are flat. So each flat surface is a part of an infinite surface. So what is the plane? The plane is a flat surface, nothing but a flat surface. In mathematics, a flat surface is called a plane. You can see here a paper. The surface of this paper is also flat. This is also a plane. You can see a table. The surface of this table is also flat. So this is also a plane. How can we draw this plane? In short, we can draw this plane just like here. Plane is infinite in all direction. Means it can extend in all direction. प्रत्येक डायरेक्शनला तो काय करू शकतो? वाढू शकतो. Just like a line, we see that line is infinite in the side of both arrows, but plane is infinite all the sides. Arrows are drawn to show that the plane extends infinitely in all directions. These arrows are often omitted for the sake of convenience. म्हणजे हे ॲरो जे आहेत ते आपल्या सोयीसाठी आपण काढलेले आहेत की हा जो प्लेन काढलेला आहे हा प्लेन आपण कितीही जास्त लांबीपर्यंत वाढवू शकतो. The next point is parallel lines. What is the next point? Parallel lines. What are the parallel lines? Lines which lie in the same plane but do not intersect are said to be parallel lines. Lines which lie in a same plane but do not intersect are said to be parallel lines. Here you can see a page from notebook. You see here many lines. This is a plane. This is a plane. And these are the lines. If we extend that lines, they goes through continuous in one direction. That does not intersect them. Intersect them means what? Intersect them means they does not cross. They does not cross. So these lines are called parallel lines. Parallel lines means what? Lines which lie in a same plane. Let's draw the parallel lines. These two lines are the parallel lines. You must show arrows to the both sides of line. give name to that lines. Line L, line M. The final point in basic concepts in geometry from this chapter is intersecting lines. So what are the intersecting line? Intersecting line are exactly opposite to the parallel lines. Parallel lines lie in the same plane but do not intersect to each other. But intersecting lines are lines which are intersecting to each other or cross to each other. Let's draw the intersecting lines. If you draw all figures in a box, they can look very well. So always make a box to your figure. It looks so beautiful. So, what are the points we learn from this topic? First is point, then second is line, third is line segment, fourth one is ray, then fifth one is concurrent lines, then point of concurrence, collinear points, non-collinear points, planes, parallel lines and intersecting lines. Remember one thing, that when we take one point, we can draw any number of lines from this one point. Means an infinite number of lines can be drawn through one point. But if we take 2 points, these 2 points PQ, if we take 2 points, we can draw only one single line from 2 distinct points. Okay? Now look in your book on page number 4. There are some lines and we have to identify that lines. Let's see here. Write the proper term intersecting lines or parallel lines in each of the empty boxes. The first figure is given is intersecting line. Then the second one is parallel lines, because when we extend these lines, they does not cross each other. They does not cross to each other. And so this is the intersecting lines figure. This one is parallel lines figure. And last one, look at this figure. When we draw these lines, Look here. When we extend these lines, okay, I cannot manage the camera. Okay, when we extend these lines, we can see they are intersect to each other. So these lines are also intersecting lines. You can see they are intersect here. So these lines, this example is also intersecting lines example. Okay.